Hey everyone, it's Janae, and thank you for tuning in to Daily Dental Hygiene. Today's first video is going to be about something that kind of really hits home with me and something that I've had a lot of you students kind of hit me up about and talk to me about. And that is, what makes the perfect dental hygienist, right? That is the most important question. That's the most, obvious thing you want to know before you become an RDH. And that is, how do I be the best? So being a dental hygienist, the best, most perfect dental hygienist is like saying that 1 cup of coffee is the perfect coffee. Now, I might like my coffee with, 2 shots of espresso, 3 packets of sugar, very light cream, and it has to be at this perfect temperature, and that to me is my perfect cup of coffee. Well, obviously not everybody agrees with that. What I like and what I think is perfect to me doesn't necessarily meet and is perfect for everybody else. And that's the same for dental hygiene. A lot of you have messaged me saying, you're so bubbly, you're so outgoing. How do I be like that? I'm more reserved, I'm more quiet. I'm never gonna be as, passionate about flossing and active with my conversations with patients. And that's okay. This is kind of a backstory that a lot of people actually don't know about me. I actually originally went into dental hygiene school back in 2017. I started at a program and I dropped out after 1 semester. I was told that I was never going to be a good hygienist. The instructor said that I was too loud, I had too big of a personality, I had all these things that they didn't categorize or see me to be a good hygienist. Fast forward to today. Obviously, I left that program. I went to a different program and had a great experience. And now I'm a registered dental hygienist. But it's crazy to think that someone like me was never going to be a good hygienist, because the messages you guys flood me with and the things that I've been told to patients about how thorough I am and how much I give 112%. It's crazy to think that I was once told years ago that I would never make it in this industry. I would never have what it takes. I would never get hired, and no dentist would ever want to work with me. Well, that's just not true. Because just like being a good hygienist, there's no good cup of coffee that suits everyone's needs. And that's truly how I feel to this day. I'm bubbly, I'm outgoing, but my personality is not always in alignment with how everyone is. And I know that about myself, and I tone myself down, and I let my light shine in areas and with different patients depending on my situations. But I want you all to know that each one of you has the power to be a perfect hygienist. There is no formula. There's no perfect cup of coffee. There's just people giving everything that they can and doing everything they feel that they need to make their patients happy and to give them a good experience. There are hygienists out there that are the best scalers in the world. There are hygienists out there that are super, super good with oral hygiene instructions. There are patients that are super good with, different aspects of what dental hygiene is. And that's why there's a bunch of different types of dental hygienists. I know personally at my practice, I'm more bubbly and outgoing. The patients that are put on my schedule have a lot more in common with their personalities. But there's a hygienist at my office who's really quiet and shy, and she's more reserved, and some patients prefer that. And that's okay, because every patient feels like they're getting what they need to have a good experience. So don't ever feel like you're not going to be the greatest or you're not going to be the best, because it's just not simply true. So any notion you have in your brain about not being the best student or not being the best dental hygienist in the future, or, I'm not going to be fast enough, or I'm not going to be the best scaler, toss it out of your head. Every practice is 100% different. I temp at offices all the time, and every office has a different dynamic. And that's why it's great in hygiene, because everyone's personalities will find the practice that best suits your needs. And it'll all work out. And you will be a dental hygienist. I know you're crying on your textbook thinking that there's no way I can do this, but I did it. And I was told I would never be able to. I believe that you can.